What's up guys, today we're going to talk about 3 fragrances from French Avenue. We're going to talk about the Spectre line of fragrances. We're going to start with Wraith Spectre. So let's get into it. Let's give this a... Wraith Spectre matches its name perfectly. It has a very dark and spicy, broody scent. It smells sweet, spicy, kind of like inky in its darkness. It's like a sugar sweetness with spice and darkness all together. It's very, very good. There's an earthiness there and a depth that is really giving it a very nice male-oriented scent. I think there's some rose in there and there's some cedar wood that kind of pulls it down with that patchouli, giving them that earthiness, pulling it down to a very, very male-oriented scent. But it has some ginger and it has some other spicy scents in there that are kind of elevating it. So it is a very aromatic, very dark scent. It's very beautiful. It kind of reminds me, it kind of feels like a very dark, it kind of feels like a shadow with a bright. If I were to imagine what this scent kind of feels like, what the vibe of the scent is, I would imagine that this scent is kind of like a dark tunnel with a light at the end, because it has that dark inky blackness, but there is a sugariness, there is a slight rose there, there's a slight brightness there that kind of lifts it up a little bit. So there's that darkness with a light at the end of the tunnel. It is very nice. It's not overbearingly dark. It's not overbearingly woody. It's not very drag you down kind of scent. I really like this scent. Let's get into the spray. So let's take a look at the spray for this. It is a beautiful pressurized atomizer. So the notes for this kind of gives you the whole story about what this is about. So the top notes is ginger, cardamom, bergamot. The middle notes are pink pepper, blackcurrant, and rose. And then the base notes are vanilla, cedarwood, and patchouli. Again, that patchouli, that cedarwood, that rose kind of brings it down into a dark realm. That ginger, bergamot, and vanilla brings it up into a middle realm. So not too dark, not too bright, perfectly male and perfectly masculine scent. Great for date night. This is a perfect date night scent. Taking a look at the bottle, that is a beautiful little bottle right there with that little bullet there. It is a great design. In terms of performance longevity, this one is essentially a beast. This one lasts easily 8 hours. It projects very far. For the first few hours, first 1 or 2 hours, it'll project easily around 6 feet, and then it dies down to a respectable 2-foot bubble for the next like 3 hours, and then it turns into skin scent by maybe hour 5 or 6. So it's pretty great in terms of the scent bubble, the projection, and it's a very thick scent, right? It lingers in the air after you move through it. So it's a great little scent. I really enjoy this. This is a very, very good scent for date night. This is a very, very good scent for a attracting scent, right? I would not wear this in an office per se. I think it's a little bit too thick and too attention getting for an office, but for date night, for hanging out, for things like that, great. This is an outdoor winter autumn kind of scent. Very good. Pretty much love this. This is a great scent. Moving on to the next one, next one is Spectre Ghost. So this has the same bottle as the other one, except this one has like this bronze look, and it says Ghost instead of Wraith Spectre. Same bullet, same design, very pretty. Now let's take a sniff of this one. This one I would categorize as the complete opposite of Wraith. This one is bright. This one is sunny. This one is lifting you up. It's very bright and sugary and beautiful. This one is almost like a summery scent. This is a very effervescent, bright scent. I really like this one a lot. This one is almost like end of that tunnel, right? You already passed through that tunnel with Wraith. You're at the end of that tunnel. You're in that bright. So the notes for this are rum, spicy note for the top notes. The middle notes are coffee, sandalwood, patchouli, and vetiver, and the base notes are sugar cane. But this has a lot of brightness. I'm surprised to have any bergamot or any lemon or any orange in it, because a lot of spice in here. Beautiful little scent. Once it dies down, it becomes more like a sugary, coffee, kind of like mellow, spicy scent. It's very pretty. It's a very, very nice scent. This is a lot more mellow. This is a lot more everyday wear than Wraith Spectre. This is more of a work appropriate. Also could be date, but this is more mellow. This is less in your face. This is less thick and inky. This is more everyday. To me, this is kind of like, this tells two stories kind of. This starts very sharp, almost aggressive electric, and then it mellows into something something a little bit more rich, creamy, a little bit more like smooth. That's what this is giving me. It's very good. I think this is great for autumn and winter, but this could be easily pulled off in summer because of that brightness and because of that spiciness. Basically blanket in cold weather or cool weather kind of vibe. This is great. I really like this a lot. In terms of projection longevity, I think this one lasted a little bit less and projected a little bit less than Wraith, but it was still very strong. I think I would give this a great rating on all of it. By the way, in this one, I would give this 9 in scent, 10 in performance, overall 9.5. And this one, I would give it 10 in scent, 9 in performance, 9.5. This is a great little scent. This is fantastic. I love these. And then the last one we're gonna do is just the basic OG Spectre, which is also a bronze. I think this is more like gunmetal bronze versus this one, which is more like a straight up bronze. So same design, bullet, blah, blah, blah. Let's take a sniff of this. Light at the end of the tunnel. This was the car crash you got at the end of that tunnel. It doesn't mean it smells bad, not at all. This is more like a smoky, incensey vibe. This kind of smells like wood fire, kind of smoky, very, very smoky scent. This kind of reminds me of by the fireplace, this kind of like wood burning sensation. Very beautiful little scent. I really like this vibe. This is laying next to the fire, kind of catching those beautiful autumn and winter notes in the air. I really love this scent. One of my favorite things to do in winter when you leave your house is smelling all those fireplaces, releasing that burnt wood smoke, awesome smell. I love that smell. And this is giving that smell. This is almost a creamy, woody scent, beautiful little scent. I really like this a lot. It's very pretty. The notes for this are incense, guaiac wood, and saffron for the top notes. For the middle notes are leather, amberwood, violet, and sugarcane. And for the base notes, we have smoke, patchouli, sandalwood, woody notes, and black musk. This is a beautiful little woody, smoky, very nice little scent. At first, I didn't like it, to be honest with you, but the more it matures, the more that smokiness comes out and doesn't feel unpleasant. At first, when I first tried it out, when I first wore it, that woodiness was too powerful. It was very almost artificial smelling. But with time, the more I've worn it, the more I've liked it. This has ended up being one of my favorites in terms of that woody, smoky scents. I really, really enjoy this. This is a very good scent. I think in the end, you can kind of attribute this to being like a smoky, woody. I think in the end, if you want to picture it in your head, this is a combination of like leather, woody, smoky vibe, and it smells delicious. It smells fantastic. It's very masculine. All these are very masculine, by the way. Very nice. All of them are date night. Only one of them I think is work appropriate, which is a Ghost. All of them are very date night, very I want to project confidence kind of vibe. This one is also a moderate to strong projector. I think the only one that's a very, very strong projector is Wraith, and this one lasts just about as long as Ghost does. So to me, this is a 10 in scent, 9 in projection, 9.5 overall. These are great offerings from French Avenue. Overall, these are all great scents. I really enjoy them. These are fantastic. They hit it out of the park with these. What do you guys think? Have you ever had these scents? Have you ever tried the Wraith Ghost Spectre line? Let me know. I really like your thoughts. Are there other of these? I don't know. I think these are the only ones, right? There's not another Ghost Spectre line, right? Let me know. Remember, a sense is subjective. What I like isn't necessarily something you'll like. And always remember, just smell your best. See ya.